Hi there, YouTube. Me again. I hope you don't mind me making this, bunch of videos and publishing them all at once. I think I stand a better chance of doing that than trying to find a spot near my office or something like that. That's the second bull and the second cob. First one is taking a rest. Hope it will be fine. And this one is what I call the perfect specimen of a Morgan. I just love this. So round, nice looking, completely bent like that. So it goes over there. Still smoking Peterson Wild Atlantic, because I think that's the nice sort of a neutral tobacco to not no insane amounts of Latakia. So mainly Orientals. I'm usually breaking in new pipes, cobs included, with McBaron Navy Flake, but I thought I'd be smoking two bowls, back to back, so I'll have something lighter, and this is extremely light. It's getting late, so after making two, whiny videos, I think I'll tell you a funny story for a change. I made a video about a while ago about my profession, me being a lawyer, and how it differs from the stereotypical lawyer we see in the movies or on television, etc. So there's a story from a couple of years back when I was the company I am overseeing inhaled, sorry. The company I was overseeing, which is based in Cyprus, they were registered with Russian tax authorities because there was a representative office. So we submitted tax declarations annually, and all the taxation for foreign entities was at the time done by a single tax department in the far corner of Moscow, and there was no way to submit tax declaration, tax report digitally, so you had to go there and submit it in paper form. Even if you're submitting zero report, nothing to report, you had to present those zeros with signature and seal. That's what I was doing. I enjoyed doing that because there's basically a day off. You go off and you will be absent from the office for the better part of the day. And naturally, me being me and my Cyprus colleagues being what they are, who they are, it was the last day, like the last day to submit a report. So if you can imagine a huge ass tax department office which deals with all the foreign companies operating in Russia, on the last day when the reports can be submitted, it's hell on earth. It's a beehive on fire. People rushing in, standing in lines, both electronic with their tickets, with cartoon-like numbers. They're serving number 3, your number is 303, something like that. Naturally, many people have their documents wrong. They have trouble with those. They are agitated. They are yelling at girls at the counter. Girls are yelling, not necessarily yelling, but spitting acid at them for not getting their shit together. And here I am, and it was Thursday, I believe, So I had my guitar, the case with the guitar, with me. So here I am standing in the line. The majority of this line is composed of people, middle-aged guys. Some of them are just, official representatives from, the rep offices, who are not particularly well, versed in the procedure. Some are just, delivery guys, couriers, who are also not very versed. So the whole, it's a crawl. People are coming to the window, to the desk. They are told that something is off. They are arguing. Some of them are calling back the office, telling we cannot submit the documents. Girls at the window are struggling with their, the workers at the tax department are struggling with their computers because they're always out of date, and their database is lagging, and they cannot register the documents properly. It's completely insane. And I just have to submit, a nil report. So it's maddening as well. And I think there's a guy before me, so I'm almost next in line. And their database crashes, it goes down. And they are basically saying we cannot accept anything because the database is not working, we cannot register this, we cannot check anything. And the whole line goes berserk. People yelling, we've been standing here since morning. Calling back their offices, being yelled at, yelling back. It's a volcanic eruption of emotions. And I'm standing, thinking to myself, I cannot even call anyone. Who am I supposed to call? Cyprus? What am I gonna do about this? And suddenly an idea blossoms in my head. So the line is basically, it dissolves, and I come up to the girl at the counter saying, what exactly are you using your databases for? You're checking the powers of the signatories on the tax documents, and on the powers of the representatives, if they have the power to present the documents. Am I right? Yes. Okay. I leave her for a couple of minutes, scramble. I have a blank, borrow blank sheet of paper from someone. Scramble a cover letter on it, and I come up to her, to the girl, and say, no, observe. There's a tax documentation, the whole package. It's signed by myself. I'm an official representative. I'm able to submit the documents. I do it by virtue of a power of attorney that was issued in my name. Here's a copy of this power of attorney, legalized, apostilled, with a legalized translation from English into Russian. Here's the documents. That's the power of attorney. That's the second power of attorney that gives me the powers to submit the documents. Not sign them, but submit them to the tax authorities. Also legalized, apostilled, translated, etc. And here's a cover letter. I cannot print this, so it's just handwritten, with all your details, all of my details, list of things, list of documents I'm submitting, and I'm giving you the hard copy, the original tax documentation package, to notarized copies of the powers of attorney with translation, etc., etc., and my cover letter. Technically, you do not have anything left to check via your database that's crashed. This package proves my powers as signatory, my powers as the representative submitting the documentation. Can you accept it? The girl checks everything and says aloud, yeah, I can do that. I'll accept your documents. We make a simple copy from the cover letter, from the text documentation, and she places this, the stamps that everyone is waiting for. Accepted, date, and signature. And I'm taking this package, putting it back into my guitar case, shouldering it, and off I go. And some of these one of those middle-aged guys who waited till morning and got their opportunity to submit the documents stolen from them at the last moment because of the database crash. Because none of them have the due powers of attorney. They are relying on the database, and he is grumbling like something along the lines of, how come we cannot submit the documents and you just did? And I turn my head, and over the shoulder, with the most posh face I can put up, I say, that's because you are a courier and I am a lawyer. And then I bolted. I ran because I was legitimately afraid that they will lynch me on the spot. There's a certain charm in walking as a lawyer, because to someone unprepared, it's just magic. You cannot do something, but here comes the guy and he does it, just by virtue of having coming prepared and having a bunch of documents. I mean no disrespect, guys who are performing courier duties, they're pulling their own weight, but it's not their problem, it's the problem of guys who are providing the documents to them. They're not prepared enough, and I just so happened to have everything prepared. I brought everything I had with me, so that's how I got that particular tax report filed. You may not find it very, funny, but at the time I was feeling great. Made my day. Well, I leave you with that. Maybe record another pointless chat, because there's just some tobacco left. Then I'll go home and I'll publish everything, upload everything. That's it, I think. Sorry for me rambling so long. Each one of my videos is longer than 10 minutes, but I just cannot express myself all that well. So see you people. Until next time. I'll probably try to film something on Cobb Tuesday. See you people. Bye.